friends, my name is Mia, and today I'm going to talk to you about what is the SCA and what it means to me. So the SCA stands for Society for Creative Anachronism. It is a non-profit international organization that is trying to recreate the arts and sciences of the pre-1600s. It mostly focuses on Western Europe. However, I know lots of people that recreate plenty of different cultures, including Japanese, Chinese, India, Ottoman Turkey, Persia, ancient Greek, ancient Rome. I even have heard of a few people doing stuff from Egypt and North Africa. So there's a wide range of stuff to pick from. And you don't have to pick one thing right away. You don't have to stick with one thing right away. You can change your mind later on if you want. You can do multiple things from multiple different cultures. You're not limited in any way. We have about 20 kingdoms. No, we have 20 kingdoms, and they are spread across the world. So we have kingdoms in Europe and Japan, Australia, New Zealand, Thailand, China, here in the United States, and also in Canada. So different people tend to be interested in lots of different things. We have martial arts, which includes heavy rattan fighting and light cut and thrust fighting, or rapier fighting as it's called in other kingdoms. We also have fiber arts, which includes weaving, lusetting, knot binding, some knitting, I think is period, spinning, that's another thing. Or we have cooking, we have pottery, we have dancing, we have music, we have all these different things that people like to recreate or try to learn about. So if you're interested in something, we probably have something for you. So to me personally, the SCA is home. I am a second generation, which means I grew up doing it. My dad does it and I do it. My first event, I was a year old. I don't remember anything, of course. The first event I remember, I was about 6 years old. It was Lily's War, and every year Dad would take me to Lily's because it was in our backyard. It was 20 minutes from home, and so if he could take me, he would take me, and I grew up doing Lily's and occasionally going to Chris Kinder. When I was about 15 years old, I got really heavy into it. I had made some friends, and I really enjoyed what it was. And then about 7 or 8 years ago, I got even more heavy into it because I was an adult with disposable income and I no longer had to hedge things on, if Dad could pay for me to go to an event, can we go to an event, can we go to the event? I have learned how to do so many things in the SCA. I learned how to sew when I was 15 years old because I wanted new garb and Dad just didn't have the time, so he taught me how to sew. I've learned how to weave, I know how to lucette, I know how to do lots of different things. I've even brewed a few things before. They weren't the best, but they weren't the worst. It was a fun science experiment, basically. And to me it's home. I grew up around these people, I grew up doing this thing, and it is home to me. It is a creative output, it is socialization. Here locally, we have fighter practice every Wednesday, and I know I can go there and just hang out with some people for a couple hours, and that is a lot to me because I have social anxiety and I have really bad depression sometimes, so it's really nice to be able to get out and hang out with people and there being no pressure. There's no, you have to look nice even at events, as long as you make an attempt at pre-1600 garb, most people don't care. And it's home and it's family, and I don't know how else to explain that. To me, it's also a place where I can constantly learn things. I can constantly research things and find out new things, and all I have to do is post on Facebook and be like, hey, can somebody teach me this thing? And somebody else is like, yeah, let's do it this time. And I think that's amazing. I love that we're education-based. I love that we're nerds. We're a giant pile of nerds that want to share our nerdiness with each other. So that's what the SCA means to me personally. It's very important. It's very important to my part of life. But I also know people who play it casually, who only go to events every now and then, or only go to these 2 or 3 events a year. And that's how they want to play, and that's okay too. You don't have to make it your family like I did. You don't have to It's not required. You can play however you want to play. This is Mia, and I'm out. If you like what you saw and you want to see more, please hit the like button down below. I hope you guys have a good day.